I recently came across some TikToks that all kind of had the same message.
I don't want to be a bitch, but you guys are really boring.
Instagram is dead. That's a pretty brutal statement.
Instagram is about polish, and TikTok is about stripping away. Why TikTok is going to be the dominant social media platform for the next 5 years.
And some of these were quite convincing to me, actually. But it still feels counterintuitive, because Instagram is one of the most dominant social media platforms at the moment. And it doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. And so I decided to give this thought some more research. So let's take a look at the facts. Is Instagram really dying? The most obvious factor we should take into account is, of course, how many people use Instagram. And as of right now, there are more than 1 billion users active on the platform. And a lot of these people are young people in their 20s or 30s. Together they make up a strong user base that will stay on the app for probably the next few years at least. But there is a catch. As you may or may not have noticed, Instagram has not been listening to their user base as much as they used to. Instead, they have been mostly concerned with the interests of advertisers. Take for example the unsolicited change of interface, where all of a sudden the place where your notifications used to be was now the marketplace where you could buy stuff. Instagram probably knew that this was going to annoy users, but they still chose to do it because, well, money. Or consider the unacceptably high amount of ads that you now get to see when you browse through stories. Every second story is now an ad, meaning that the paid content is almost outnumbering the amount of organic content on Instagram. The fact that this number is so high probably also has to do with the efficiency of these ads. In comparison with Google, Instagram's parent company Facebook is pretty bad at selling stuff to customers. That means that Instagram needs to show you more ads than YouTube would have to in order to make the same amount of money. So Instagram is choosing to exploit their users rather than listen to them. But the reality is, we're already pretty used to being exploited, be it by social media companies, our managers, universities, or just capitalism in general. That's nothing new. So let's say that Instagram keeps prioritizing business interests over the interests of their users. Would there still be a reason to think that Instagram is dying? And that's where we return to TikTok. A lot of young people are on TikTok, even young children. And whether you think that's healthy or not, it does mean that there's a whole new generation that will have been growing up with this app. That's pretty much the wet dream of any social media network. Once you're out of the womb, they need you inside that screen so they can turn you into profit. Furthermore, TikTok is growing very fast, and that has consequences for what people expect from social media in general. On Instagram, you're used to seeing photos and videos, maybe from friends and family. Sometimes there will be memes or political stuff, but after a while you'll get bored and just go do something else. The experience on TikTok, on the other hand, is way more immersive. When you open the app, you immediately see a video that starts playing right away, and it fills your entire phone screen. They also hide the time, so when you're in the app, you can't see for how long you've been there. And the design has also made sure that the easiest thing to do when you're on the app is to keep scrolling. And all of this has narrowed our attention spans. If you return to Instagram after going down some rabbit hole on TikTok, you might find yourself slightly bored pretty soon. On a more positive note, people on TikTok love to emphasize how real the app is. You see, on TikTok you can encounter the rawest, purest, most vulnerable moments in people's lives. People will share stories about loved ones who hurt them, about encounters with racism, or just random thoughts about the insignificance of the humankind. And all of this is just unpolished, and it feels real. And for many people this feels like a liberation from the stress they experience on Instagram. On Instagram, everything needs to be perfect and aesthetic. So to be able to let go of that standard can feel like a massive relief. And I really don't know why this is the case. Let me know if you have any thoughts about this in the comments, but I really don't think there's a design feature that makes TikTok a better place for realness. But in times of a pandemic, where so many people around the world are struggling with their mental health, the fact that people have found a place to be open about these issues does feel like a positive development. So, does Instagram have a future? I guess we'll have to see. In my opinion, there are strong signs that TikTok will soon lift Instagram from its throne, but I doubt if that will be in the next few years. I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. We can have a nice little chat there. And as always, thank you a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.